Hello and welcome to France 24's weekly music show. I'm Jennifer Ben Brahim. Coming up.
I don't wanna be useless, I don't wanna be stupid, I don't wanna be dumb.
US alt-pop singer David has gone from recording music in his sister's closet to a viral performance at this year's Coachella festival. The rising star has just dropped his debut album Withered, and I got to chat with him in Paris ahead of its release.
See how politics don't expose them, oh.
From Nigerian superstar Femi Kuti's journey of self-reflection to the return of Swedish post-punk rockers Viagra Boys, I'll also be bringing you a roundup of some of the big music releases of the week. And I'm joined by former La Femme singer Izula as she embarks on a collaborative project blending psychedelic pop rock with supernatural storytelling. Izula, welcome to France 24.
Thank you.
Now, before we talk about your new project called Les Animaux Pires que Moi, we're going to talk about Coachella, because the 2 weeks have just come to an end. Now, it's one of the biggest music festivals in the world, and even if you did not manage to get a ticket, don't worry, because I think we all felt like we had been there due to the overwhelming social media content. Now, there were many viral moments from the 2 weekends, from Lady Gaga having a microphone malfunction during her performance of Abracadabra, to US politician Bernie Sanders, who surprised festival-goers as part of his Fighting Oligarchy tour. Now, someone else who also went viral at Coachella is rising star David. The pop star's backflip on stage went very wrong, as you can see, leading to him to post on social media, "Humiliation ritual complete." Now, luckily, he did have a second weekend to try it out again and did a very successful flip. Now, Izula, I have to ask you, have you ever had any embarrassing on-stage moments?
Yeah, yes, I had. I had a fail as well, not as bad as the backflip.
I fell as well, yeah.
Yeah, doing a side kick on the drum hit and just fell, pretending nothing happened after. Or an entire crowd at a festival that was waiting for the artists that after.
Okay, you were supporting that. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, well, accent aside, David's amazing Coachella performance did coincide with the release of his debut album, Withered. I caught up with him in Paris before he flew out to the California desert. Take a listen.
What's up, everybody? It is David talking about my new album, Withered, France 24. Withered, I attribute to the decaying of flowers. I view myself and my music as a rose, very beautiful, but it has the thorns that can hurt you, just like my songs. They're very beautiful songs, but you listen to the lyrics, and they're painful lyrics. Hallie was one of the first big artists to co-sign me in 2022. And I made this song called Crashing. I was like, yo, this is kind of fire. Let me send it to Callie. Sent her the open verse, and she sent back her verse the next day. She works crazy fast. And then I was like, yo, can we put it out? She was like, yeah, you can put it out. So then we put that song out, and now she's on the album. And I'm very excited. Shout out to Callie. I love being able to control the music. I love being able to control the art and be able to express myself however I want to. And doing that on BandLab and doing it by myself is the best way to do it, because I can't have any, outside influences talking and, altering the sound and stuff like that. So I just love working by myself. The inspiration behind the One More Dance music video, I always love to play with contrasts throughout the music and the visuals. With One More Dance, you have this couple that is part of my alter ego's cult. You see this character named Atami with a blindfold and a bloody shirt throughout all my music videos. He's kind of like my alter ego, the evil version of me. And his cult members, they're just like wreaking havoc on the city, being really chaotic and bad and stuff like that. And I just love having like different storylines and different stories to tell through our music videos. Video games was just like a big step in me finding my passion for music. So shout out to Fortnite. Fortnite and Call of Duty went crazy on that one. But yeah, I've always wanted to be a professional gamer. I always wanted to be a pro gamer. My love of anime came from my father very, very early on when I was like maybe 5 or 6. My dad brought home the entire collection of Dragon Ball Z on DVD, and we just watched it from front to back. And then I got into more animes, and it's now a big part of my life and a big part of inspiration for my music as well.
So that was US singer David talking to us on France 24. And I remind you that I'm joined in the studio by French singer Ursula. We're going to talk about your latest project. You collaborated with Italian composer and multi-instrumentist Louis Fontaine on this album called Les Animaux Pires que moi, which translates into English as Animals Worse Than Us. Now, how did you two meet? Because you seem to come from two very different musical universes. How did this collaboration come about?
We met exactly 1 year before the release of the album. So we met here in April 2024 because my aunt is a big vinyl and music digger.
Okay.
So she found out about Louis Fontaine and contacted him for us to meet because she knew I was searching for someone to help me with the arrangements of my own album. So I guess he liked the music because he said yes to help me with that. And after he proposed to me to sing on one song at first, that will become the first single des Animaux Pires que moi. And I said yes because I really liked it. And after he proposed to me the whole album, I absolutely liked it as well. So I said yes, and we did that.
Well, hopefully the beginning of many future collaborations together. But we're going to take a listen to one of the singles from the album. This is the titular track, Les Animaux Pires que moi.
Y a quelque chose que les gens ne savent pas. Los Angeles, c'est une ville très sauvage. Il y a des quartiers près des montagnes où les animaux errent en liberté.
So that was Les Animaux Pires que moi, and as you can see from the video, this is very 60s, 70s element to it. It feels like, you know, a still or a sequence coming out of a sort of French new wave film. I'm interested to know, why was this era like inspirational for you and Louis Fontaine? What kind of artists were you referencing, or films even?
I think Louis Fontaine and I both really love the 60s music, 60s aesthetic, etc. And so this was really a common thing between us. And for the artist, the biggest references was Françoise Hardy.
Yeah, you can definitely you could hear and see that.
Also, we can say, I think Brigitte Fontaine, especially for the music that is really psychedelic and crazy in a way.
I understand that this dark heroine that you were talking about earlier is actually about a young witch learning to manage and master her supernatural kind of powers. Why this choice of heroine or like inspiration for the story?
So the story all begins with the heartbreak, and the lover of the heroine lives with the friend of her. She prays, she's heard, her lover is being killed or eaten, we don't know.
Oh, she got some
by
revenge.
a lion.
Good
Yeah,
revenge.
revenge. And so she discovers she has magical power. She empowers herself by using it. After she maybe she drives a little bit crazy, because we all know power make crazy. So, and after at the end of the album, maybe we see that she is relieved. She take a step back. But it really follows, I think, all the emotions someone can pass through. And with the witch, I think it's a very good symbol of like the empowerment and the way to heal the powers and the way to take a step aside.
Now we're going to move on to some other music releases this week, and starting with the one and only Femi Kuti. Now, the Nigerian musician has been carrying forward this revolutionary Afrobeat legacy pioneered by his father, Fela Kuti. Now, just like his father, Femi uses his music as a tool for resistance and change. Now, his new album, Journey Through Life, is far more introspective, balancing political themes with deeply personal reflections on family life and inner growth. We'll listen to one of the tracks from the album. This is Politics Don't Expose Them.
See how politics don't expose them, oh. See how politics don't expose them, oh. I said, see how politics don't expose them, oh. See how politics don't expose them, oh. Those politicians, their work not to steal and lie. See how politics don't expose them, oh. They're not ready to make the people of the country rise. See how politics don't expose them, oh. Yeah, after year they make the people wait in vain. See how politics don't expose them.
We've come to the end of the show, and I want to thank today's guest, Yuzula, for coming to speak to us about her collaborative concept album with Louis Fontaine. Now, before we go, enough time to tell you about the latest record from Swedish post-punk rockers Viagra Boys. Viagra Boys is their fourth album and follows on from their politically charged album Cave World. Now, this time they've gone quite surreal and silly, and you'll definitely be able to see this on the video we're about to play out on, called The Bog Body. Now, for more arts and culture, you can head to our website. There's more news coming up on France 24 right after this.